Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're once again out here in the shop and we are once again working on my 6000 wagon. So since the last time you guys saw this car, I've done some things to it. Got the power steering working by putting a new steering rack in it. I fixed a leaking transmission axle seal. I replaced a CV boot that was also torn and leaking thanks to the power steering leaking on it.
That's pretty neat.
We have got all the gauges, well, other than the tachometer. I still don't have that one working. I got the oil pressure and the coolant and all that good stuff working. We've also replaced the rear wheel cylinders, rear brakes. Should have done that earlier. And we've put a different muffler on it. I did not like that cheap $40 muffler that I got on eBay, so we went with a MagnaFlow. In this video, we're going to be addressing the paint and we're going to be addressing the rust hole in the driver's door. As you can see here.
Should we save him now, or should we just let him dig the hole even deeper?
So we're going to replace that section. My plan here is there's this body line right here. We're just going to cut right above that. Just cut out a little square. Then we're going to cut out a little square of metal. Kind of weld that in place, grind her down smooth. Hit it with some primer, and that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yes.
All right, so what we're gonna do with the paint here is we're gonna go with a wipe-on clear or patina sauce. There's various brands out there that you can go with. I decided to go with some sweet patina.
How neat is that?
This is their patina sauce. You can see there. It's a wipe-on, wipe-off. It's like hard finish, kind of protects it, helps seal the metal and all that stuff, helps inhibit the rust.
You want...
Inhibit the rust. As you can see, this car has some of that. But yeah, I want to maintain the look of this car because I think it's perfect.
Nice.
I like how it looks, but I wouldn't mind protecting it, making it a little more shiny. So first things first, let's get that hole in the driver's door fixed. And then after we do that, we'll give her a bath, which I probably won't bore you with washing another car on camera.
Snap.
And then we'll put the patina sauce on it. So let's get started fixing this hole in the door.
But sausage in the hole sounds fantastic.
All right, so here we are. We got our hole. Got our die grinder with a little, probably too thick of a cutoff wheel on it, and we're going to cut a little square out. Kind of like that. It's actually pretty thick metal, so we should be good to weld to that. Now we're going to get a piece of cardboard or whatever, and we're going to trim it this shape out of some cardboard, and then we will copy that onto a piece of metal, cut out the piece of metal, get it fit in here, and then we're gonna weld it in place. Piece of cardboard here. That's the rough shape. Cut it out, see how it fits. All right, cut this thing out with my nice quality scissors. There's that. That side fits pretty good. That side's pretty close. Keep in mind, we will be MIG welding this, so it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, I think just about like that fits. Just like that. So, I can trace this onto a piece of steel, which I should have something around here that'll work. Then we cut that out. Then we'll tack weld it in place. Probably should try to clean up a little bit of this metal around here before we weld it. Now remember, we are not going for perfect. This is still going to be a rusty spot.
That's pretty neat.
I just don't want the hole. All right, let's go cut this out. All right, so I found this piece of steel. It's about the same thickness as what the car sheet metal is. Got our square traced out. We're going to try to cut on the line, maybe just a touch in. It's probably slightly bigger, but I'd rather be too big and have to shape it down a little bit than too small.
That's what she said.
So let's cut this out. There you have it. And no, my bits on my cutoff wheel are not necessarily the right bits to cut things with, but it's what I have. I am not a metalwork guy. So let's go see how good this does not fit in our door. But hey, at least I'm wearing safety glasses. Well, it's a little big in places. Over here is quite a gap. Not quite sure I'll be able to weld that in. I think I might give this another shot. All right, so if you ever had any doubt in me knowing what I'm doing or not, I just proved that I don't know what I'm doing. Using a die grinder, cut-off wheel with the wrong kind of discs to cut this out, obviously isn't gonna work that well. So, here we are. Here's my piece I cut out. Here's the traced piece, the size it needs to be. You can see the difference there. So, what I remembered is I have a plasma cutter.
Nice.
Little 110 Hobart. It's got its own built-in air compressor. We'll see how good I am at cutting this out with that. So that's what we're gonna do right now. All right, well, that's closer to the shape. I can clean it up with this, and it should turn out pretty decent. Here's our basic shape. Here's our template. You can see they are the same size. So this should fit in the car. Now we just got to figure out which way it goes. I think it's like this. Definitely is like that. Needs a little off this side and a little off right there. All right, this is about the best I could do. Got quite a gap right there because somebody ground the wrong side.
Yo, Brennan, break him up a little.
Who's steering the boat?
I'm gonna have to weld it a little bit along the bottom here, and then kind of got to shape it a little bit because there is a little bit of a curve here. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect, just has to not be a hole. So let's see if I can light the car on fire with the welder. Oh boy, I'm not cut out for this. All right, there it is, welded.
That is offensive.
There's still some little holes. We're gonna grind this down to where it's flush. Then we'll see how many holes there are. We'll tack in those too. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be good enough. All right, there you go. That's it welded in. Now we just gotta put some primer there. Should be good enough. I think I've been hit there before. As I work on this, you can see the door has a little bow to it right there. But hey, this is substantially better than a hole. So we'll put some black primer on that, and then maybe I'll get some brown spray paint that kind of matches the rust and make it blend in that way. I don't know. Either way, got to get this primed, and then we'll be on to washing it and doing the wipe on patina sauce. So let's paint it.
Nice.
All right, well, I got this self-etching primer. I put it on way too thick, which is great. You can see the runs in it, but hey, that adds to it, I suppose. So I suppose I'll let this dry, maybe sand it a little bit, and then hit it with some black. You can see somebody's already sprayed over this with black once. Hey, no more hole. All right, there it is, all primed. It's still not 100% dry, but actually, I don't think it blends too bad. We're gonna get that stuff probably 24 hours or so to dry. And we're gonna wash this, and then we're gonna put on the patina sauce and see how she looks when it's done. So I'll be back after I get this washed. All right, so here we are. It's washed. I wiped it down with So Fresh and Clean degreaser from Sweet Patina. Now we are ready to coat it. Here's what it looks like before the coating. All right, here we are. Car's washed. The car was wiped down with So Fresh and Clean from the Sweet Patina. Now it's time to put the patina sauce on it. So if you read the can, it says to wash the vehicle, clean the surfaces with So Fresh and Clean, which we've done. It's had plenty of time to dry. And this says apply patina sauce to a clean microfiber towel or applicator pad and wipe on the surface. Then we need to allow 15 to 20 minutes to cure. And then we use a new clean microfiber towel to wipe off the sauce to the desired look. Let's give her a once over. I got this, it's all open, ready to go. Got a microfiber applicator. We're gonna get this installed on the car. Keep in mind, I've never done this before, so we're kind of learning together here. Put some on my rag. We're just gonna wipe it on there. I think we'll do the half and half here on the roof and see what it looks like. Done half of the roof. Here you can see the half that's done. Here you can see the half that's not done. So we gotta let it sit for 15-20 minutes to cure, and then we wipe it. We'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna set you guys over here and do the rest of the car. Then we'll be back after 15-20 minutes. Alright, it's coated. Now we just got to give it 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then we'll wipe it down with a microfiber. We will see how it looks. Right now it looks pretty good. Not sure if I was supposed to use it on any of the plastics, but I did. Yeah, what's the worst that happens? So, I'll be back after I let this sit and wipe it down. We'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I let it dry 20 minutes, wiped it down. There were a few spots where it soaked in, so I did a second coat, waited another 20 minutes, wiped it down. Now it's perfect. It's just the right amount of shiny. I love how it looks. The rust is substantially darker on it now. It kind of blends in better. You can see here on the roof, you can see the lights reflecting in it better. It made it nice and just shiny enough for me, honestly. For what I was going for the look of this car, it's perfect. So like I said, this is 2 applications. And actually here, I can see a couple spots where it may have been a little thinner, or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I am extremely happy with how this looks. So it's like 10 o'clock at night. It was solar eclipse day, so it's Monday, the 8th of April. So tomorrow, after work, we'll put it out in the sunshine. We'll see what it looks like. And that'll probably be the end of this video. So I'll get back with you guys tomorrow. All right, it's the next day. Car's outside. Let's see what it looks like out in the sun. that's what it looks like. It turned out really good, if you ask me. I'm really happy. It's nice and shiny, but it's not like too shiny, like you clear coated it, which is exactly what I was going for with this car. So I think that pretty much does it for this video. Got a few other little things on this car I'm gonna do. I got a headlight conversion for it, and I have another instrument cluster that's got a good odometer. I gotta swap those parts out, try to get the tachometer working, but that's just little stuff like that. So yeah. We have been working on the pace car Fiero, so there'll be video on that here pretty soon. But yeah, let me know what you think of the station wagon. I think it's come out pretty good. My next goal with this would be to get it to the drag strip and see what it runs in the quarter mile. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.